Alright, in this haircut we are going to do some long layers with some frame to face layering. But the very first thing we're going to do is establish and outline the new length for this new haircut. So you can see I've got a center section down the middle of the back with two A-line sections, one on each side, right side, left side, that are clipped away. And I'm combing the hair and establishing that outline. And I also, for some reason, have paint on my arm. I don't know what that's from. I haven't painted in a long time. Just have no idea why I've got paint on my forearm. Okay, that's neither here nor there. So let's continue with the haircut. So combing the hair straight down, establishing the outline. This outline is going to be the guide for the rest of the sections that I take, establishing the new outline. So you can see I'm taking another A-line section on the left side, combing that hair down, and I know how short to cut that next section because I've got the previous section, the section underneath as my guide to tell me how short to cut that section. And I'm just going to work my way up the head on both sides until I've got all of the outline completed. So again, you can see I'm taking another A-line section, combing that hair down, and basically going to cut it right where that outline, that previous section was. And then once we've completed cutting the outline, we will address the layers. Alright, so now that the left side is done, it is now time to cut the layers on the right side. So you can see I've got an A-line section that I've combed, I've got an A-line section sectioned away, and I'm combed down that hair, and I'm just cutting it basically at the length of that previous section, the very first section, which is our guide. I'm going to continue working up the right side of the head, and then we will address the layering. Alright, so it is now time to do the frame to face layering. You can see I'm holding the hair in my hand and I'm just establishing the outline for the frame to face layering, working from the bottom, the outline, all the way up to just below the chin. So we're going to do those layers in the front to lighten up the front, so there's going to be a lot more volume. It's going to be lighter at the front. It's not going to be as heavy. It's not going to hang down in my model's face. And it's going to be able to make dressing the hair easier in the front because we're eliminating a lot of the weight. Of course, unless you like the hair heavy in the front and you're not trying to dress it by pushing it back, then sure, you don't necessarily need to make the frame to face layers. You don't necessarily need to make the hair lighter. But in this particular case, we want to be able to brush the hair back off the face, and that is why the frame to face layers is such a beneficial type of technique to lighten up the front. All right. Once I've completed the frame to face layers on this right side, we will go ahead and address the frame to face layers on the left side. Alright, so now that the frame to face layers is all done on the right side, you can see I am doing the exact same thing here on the left side. now it's time to do the interior layers. The frame the face layers are complete. You can see I've taken a center section in the middle of the back and I'm combing that hair straight back. And then as I get to the top of the head, I start to lift. By lifting, it allows me to take the layers a little bit shorter to make the hair a little bit lighter so that the hair can have more body, more fullness, more volume. I'm simply now taking another section to the left of that center section and just following the guide by over-directing the current section to the previous section to know how short to cut the current section. So I will cut the layers on the left side, and once I've completed that, we will cut the layers on the right side. Alright, so now that the layers are done on the left side, not a whole lot to explain here because I'm just doing the exact same thing I did on the previous side. I'm taking sections, over-directing them to the previous section to know how short to cut the current section. Once I've completed the layering on the right side, we'll blow dry it and we will be all done. Alright, so we've come to the end of the haircut. You can see the volume in the hair by cutting all those layers. It's lighter, it's fuller. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, put them down in that comment section below. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And as always, I want to thank you guys so much again for watching.